introduction page of my website, I've added a quick description about what the aim of the site actually is, to give the user an idea of what to expect throughout the website. I've also added a picture of each expert, not only to add a dash of colour to the opening page, but also give the user an idea of what the experts actually look like. The following page goes more into the works of Lanier Shirky. I've opened the page with a quote to give the user an idea of what accomplishments Shirky has achieved throughout his career. I then go on to talk about one of the primary sources, in my opinion, for the cognitive surplus, which is YouTube. I then talk about one of Shirky's personal favourite examples of cognitive surplus, which is the lolcat. And for those of you who don't know what a lolcat is, I have added a small picture to the right of the page to give you an idea of what a lolcat actually is. I've also added a few quotes from Shirky himself on this page to give the paragraph some more relevance. I then go on to talk more about another example of a good example of cognitive surplus, which has had a good effect on people over the years, which is the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. The example I've used is the work of guitarist Jason Becker, who himself does have ALS, and I've added a video of his Ice Bucket Challenge. The reason I've used this is because, seeing as he is a sufferer of ALS, there is it gives people an idea of what such a good cause it actually is, and the way in which people get together to help, all for a good cause, and fight this disease. However, my next paragraph tends to go towards a negative aspect, in which people sort of give away false information. An example here, I've used a Wikipedia page, a site in which people can freely make an account and log in whenever they like and edit any page to their heart's content. And one I found here is the page of David Dickinson, and what I found is someone who's just gone all out and has edited the page, which has no relevance to David Dickinson and will not help anyone find the right information about him. My next page goes more into the works of Jaron Lanier, who has quite a different view to Shirky. I've opened the page with a quick description of what he's done during his career, and have added a small quote at the end to give more of Shirky's view. In this page, I've used examples such as Facebook and Twitter, which Shirky also uses. I've mentioned how websites such as Facebook and Twitter gather your information and give you other recommendations based on your previous searches. Netflix, I've also used Netflix as a prime example. What my next paragraph goes into is the way Lanier thinks that users should be paid for using social media websites, and how Lanier focuses, in comparison to Shirky, on the negative aspect of the internet. Wonders how far technology will actually go. And I've also used an example here of car manufacturers and how they are currently using robots and replacing human workers, therefore making people lose their jobs, which is what Shirky is trying to explain. I have also added a small video at the end of the page to of an interview with Shirky to give the user more of a broad sense of Shirky's ideas and views. My next page will give the user a link to the website Prezi, which then takes the user to a presentation I've prepared, which basically compares the views of both Lanier and Shirky and how they're sort of similar, or how they're sort of similar and sort of all at the same time completely different from each other. My opening slide goes into the works of Clay Shirky, and I've used two examples of how his ideas have benefited for the good of the world. So I've used a video of Bill Gates' ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, which is a big contribution to the world to, again, raise money for ALS. But also there's more minute ones which don't really have a lasting effect, and the example I've used is the Harlem Shake, which happened last year. The next slide is more about Jaron Lanier. The example I've used again is car manufacturing, and I've added a small YouTube video to give the user an idea of how the car manufacturers work and give them a broad sense of why people are losing their jobs. And here I merge the two together and compare them. So while Lanier has the more realistic approach, Shirky, however, believes that people should be that the internet and technology gets people together, while Lanier believes it's taking over. And my final page is just a short list of the references I've used throughout the website. And that's it. Thank you very much.